My name is Cecily Couture, and I live in Grants Pass, Oregon. I had just turned 37. We were cleaning out the garage, and I started having tightness in my chest. And I was like, that's weird. But then it just kept progressing throughout the weekend to the point where it was excruciating. I was having trouble breathing. I started having telltale signs of a heart attack. And so my husband is in the medical field, and he said, you know, we absolutely have to take you to the ER right now. So my heart and the lining around my heart were swelling. But what they were more concerned about were my blood counts. They just kept wanting to check it again and were saying things like, we need to send you to oncology and hematology. You know, cancer was not even on my mind. Well, at that point, they scheduled a bone marrow biopsy. It was April 5th of 2023 when I got my MDS diagnosis. I had heard those letters before because a couple months prior, my mother was also diagnosed with MDS. She was in her late 60s at the time. When I first got my diagnosis, my brain shut down and it went into panic mode when I heard cancer. They transferred me up to OHSU in Portland, and that's when they discovered that I actually only had a prognosis of a year and a half. And so things had to move much quicker. I went from having no clue that I had cancer to having a stem cell transplant in less than 6 months. I looked at the very scary numbers and the life expectancy and thinking about my 3 young children and just was devastated. There's not a lot of information out there for young adults with blood cancer, specifically this type of blood cancer. I was, bombarded with information and was trying to do my best with Google and things like that. And it was definitely overwhelming. It still is. It's been really helpful to find that community and feel a little bit less alone, because this kind of diagnosis definitely makes you feel alone through all the isolation that you have to put yourself through to keep yourself safe and healthy. So it's daunting and it's overwhelming, but if you find a community, it can be less so. I have great friends that have just let me vent. There's always the how are you? I'm fine. And they say no. How are you really? Find those people. Find those people that will let you talk about how scary it is, because it is scary and you need to face it with people that can help lift you up on those days where it becomes too scary for you to deal with on your own. The biggest struggle, I think, emotionally for me has been the complete lack of control. Everything felt so out of control. So I feel like education is helping me make much more informed decisions and also take back some of that control that I felt like I lost. I don't wake up every morning thinking I have cancer. I wake up every morning excited and ready for a new day and grateful that I have a new day to embrace.